And just like Mr. Barwick said earlier, the eighth graders, some of these students were at home all year last year and didn't get a chance to come up here as seventh graders. There were some that were in and out throughout the year last year. It was just so crazy. So I would like to ask all of the eighth graders if you would stand up at this moment, please. And if we could just recognize all of these guys. Some of these folks, this is their last concert here at Miller. It may be their last concert because they may not be going on to play band in high school. We try to encourage them to continue, and we tell them that at least try it your freshman year, and if you don't like it, then maybe get out of it. But I have never heard of a student that didn't like it their freshman year and then quit. They've always stuck it out through 4 years. And there are some students that I am very surprised sometimes that I see them still in their senior years after they said I was going to quit. And once they get in there, they just love it. So if your child is an eighth grader, encourage them to stay in band because they're going to really have a wonderful time. With that, we're going to open up with a piece entitled Pirates of the Caribbean.
This is on the UIL list, which is a prescribed list that we're supposed to pick music from. So a lot of these young bands don't play, how do we put it, melodic, nice and pretty pieces of music like Mr. Barbic did with Spring, because it's really hard for this young age of students to grasp it. Okay, so every year we try to challenge them with music so that when they go into high school they're really well prepared, and that's our job to make sure that they're ready to go. And since I was a high school director, I know what they want in the high school, so we make sure that they're well represented and well-rounded students when they get up there. So this next piece we're going to do for you is called The Rowan Tree, and it's very melodic, very pretty, and it's very difficult. So The Rowan Tree.
To UIL this year, and the wind ensemble went and we performed, and on stage we received straight ones on stage, and we received straight ones in side reading, which is the highest rating that you can get when you go to UIL. which tells a lot how much these students really work hard, because a lot of these 8th graders were at home last year. And so they came back this year ready to work, and they did, and we pushed and pushed all of our students like we always do, and this was the outcome. So they received this sweepstakes trophy, and on the back, I always have all the kids sign it. So that way, when they are grandmas and grandpas and they come back to the school, they can show their grandchild that, look, I'm on the back of that plaque. As well as I always have their names engraved on the front, so that way it's always here too. So 30, 40 years down the road, they can see how sloppy their handwriting was. So we have these in the band hall, and we display them out front. And also, whenever our groups get a sweepstakes, we have banners made. And this is the banner for this year. It says VW Miller Wind Ensemble 2021-22 UIL Sweepstakes. And if you've ever been in the band hall, we have them hanging across the room in the front. And so we're starting to collect a lot of them and hanging them up there. So this one will get hung up tomorrow, hopefully, after I get the students to sign the back. That way that their name's on the back as well. So we'll get that signed. So these kids did an excellent job, and we're very proud of them. So if we give them another round of applause, we appreciate it.
We have a few awards that we're going to give out tonight. Tradition here at Miller is that we recognize the outstanding boy and outstanding girl from each grade level. When we choose this award, we're choosing them based on their musical ability, their attitude, their behavior, their work ethic, their willingness to help each other, to help us. So these are very special awards. The students are going to receive an engraved plaque with their name on it. And over here, we have two large plaques, one for 7th grade and one for 8th grade, and these are going to live in the band hall, so they will be put back on the wall after the concert tonight. So for 7th grade, our outstanding boy is Asiel Basurto. Asiel, would you come up here? As a 7th grader, Asiel tried out for the All-City and All-Region Band and placed very, very high. The All-Region Band is a competition for students. Turn around so that the parents can. Hey, Asiel. Hold the plaque. Asiel tried out for Region Band, placed very, very high. Not only in our school district, but in our other districts as well, at the 7th grade. Thank you, sir. And our outstanding 7th grade girl, another student who tried out for region as a 7th grader and placed very, very well, not just here in Pasadena, but against other school districts as well. And she's going to have to come back from the cafeteria tables because this one is for Elizabeth Chapa. Elizabeth is a French horn player in the symphonic band, so she has band every day with me during 4th period. And Daddy wants a picture.
And we do the same thing for our 8th graders as well, and same criterias. They compete in a lot of the competitions. They do a lot of things. They are well-rounded musicians, and they're always there to do what we ask them to do. And this year's boy recipient of the award for Outstanding 8th Grade Boy is Mr. Tyler Lucas. Tyler tried out for All City and tried out for Region Band. I don't remember All City because it was a long time ago, but I do remember Region Band. He was first chair in Region, which means he's the best French horn player in our region. So that was a very, very high accomplishment. We compete not only with our 10 intermediate schools, but we compete with, with Baytown. We compete with Baytown, and so he beat everybody in Baytown. I'm gonna brag.